This is Ben Davison. Subscribe to Sporting Icon.
Right, everyone, so there's quite a few articles flying around this morning about the Tyson Fury versus Otto Wallin ticket sales. Now, in the consistency of me being honest, I don't really want to be doing this video, of course not, when it's about a fighter that, of course, I like and I support. But, as I said, in the consistency of honesty, I really have to do it. So, according to the articles here, Tyson Fury versus Otto Wallin, as far as ticket sales go, 3,577. Bearing in mind, this is a 20,000-seater arena. 3,800 people were allowed into the arena absolutely free. So a couple of things I really have to question really is, first of all, how do they know? Second of all, how did they manage to get 3,800 people to turn up knowing that it's going to be for free? Or did these 3,800 people turn up expecting to pay or maybe get like a little bit of a discount and they just opened the doors and went, go on, in you go? I don't really know how this works, but this is the kind of thing that they do consistently in America, so I hear. And I know this because when Wilder took on Dominic Brazil, I know somebody who was actually there watching it. They happened to be on holiday in New York, and they thought, you know what, let's go along and watch Wilder while we're there. And where they were sat, there were a whole group of people around them talking about how they got sent here for free, as in, it's almost sounded like it was their job to turn up, to sit in seats, to make it look good on TV. And a lot of people were pushed forward, as in bumped up. So if you bought, say, a $60 ticket, you're bumped up to a $100 ticket seat. That kind of thing, to get people as close to the ring as possible. So when the cameras are on, they pan around the crowd, it looks pretty good. But in actuality, they actually blanked off the back of the arena with black curtains. So this kind of thing is not unusual in America. I mean, here in the UK, I'm not saying that it doesn't happen, but for the most part, if it's a pretty poor attendance, they'll probably just pull the plug on the event, or they'll just admit, yeah, it's pretty poor. But ultimately, in America, this seems to be the done thing. It's a fake way of selling an event that isn't really sold. So as far as the money goes, I mean, this article does go into it where apparently the event, as far as ticket sales happened, they only made £800,000 worth, which is what, around about $1 million worth or thereabouts. So that's not great, is it? It really isn't great, to be brutally honest about it. But it's no great surprise, Tyson Fury, a British fighter, and Otto Wallin, a Swedish fighter. So why would these two sell? So this is a ESPN Barbarian Top Rank dropping the ball by choosing Otto Wallin. Now, we said it before, who else was he really supposed to fight? Well, he could have fought any American, even a BJ Flores or something, you know, maybe a Charles Martin, or bring Dominic Brazil in for a payday, whatever it may be. That would have done a little bit better than Otto Wallin. Now, as it turned out, the fight turned out to be a bit of a classic, did it not? Most notably because of the cut that happened with Tyson Fury in round number 3. So from that point, you can kind of say, well, a lot of people who did buy the tickets they pretty much got their value for money, okay? People turn up to watch a bit of a blood sport, a gladiator-style battle, and that's exactly what they got. And people, of course, overlooked Otto Wallin, okay? So the fight turned out to be okay, but if you're one of the people who did buy a ticket and then you hear this kind of news, there's got to be part of you going, well, hang on a minute, well, maybe I can get my money back then, because why is it that I had to pay for mine, but these numpties had to get in for free? How does that work out? How's that fair? And maybe that's why a lot of the boxing events, or maybe just sports events in general, I don't really know, but I don't really know about the boxing, is that boxing doesn't really sell out in America unless you are a superstar. A Floyd Mayweather will sell out, a Canelo will sell out, Anthony Joshua going over there will sell out. But anybody less than that, it just seems that not really. And maybe it's because a lot of people just don't really want to be buying the tickets at the prices that they are initially put up for, and they know by leaving it to the last day, so you walk on, you could get a discount or could just walk in. Or it could be a case of people are just refusing to buy tickets in the sense of, well, why should I pay for tickets when I know a lot of people are going to get them for free? Right? So that's what it is. But yeah, that is pretty terrible, really. I mean, only 3,500 actual tickets sold, and they allowed 3,800 people to walk into the arena for absolutely no money whatsoever. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm sure that they made a little bit of money. I'm sure they didn't give them food and drinks all night for free. Of course not. They probably had to buy their own food and drink. So the event would have made some kind of money from that standpoint. But ultimately, that is pretty awful. Very, very awful ticket sales for, especially in Las Vegas. You know, you've got the casinos and everything around you. So there's going to be a lot of people in Vegas all the time. So yeah, that is pretty poor. So again, I think a lot of this is down to the fact that the Wilder Fury rematch didn't happen when it should have happened. It should have happened straight away. And I think that's why Wilder versus Brazil ticket sales flopped, which is why Fury versus Schwartz and Fury versus Otto Wallin ticket sales flopped. Because people are like, well, all we really want to see is you two fight again. So Wilder turn up to go watch a Brit versus a German, or a Brit versus a Swedish guy, or Wilder, a guy that we don't really care about anyway, taking on somebody that we know is there to be hit. Maybe this is why, I don't know. But either way, listen, the article's in the description box for you all. Quite clearly, they did all this just to make it look like a lot more people were there. And to be honest, it did. That was like my first reaction. When I seen that the articles were putting out that 8,000 people were in attendance, I was like, okay, that's pretty good. Okay, clearly Eddie Hearn was wrong when he said 1,500 to 2,000 tickets sold. Well, he wasn't that far off, was he? Just that he looked pretty good on TV. But either way, that's why, because they gave away a lot of tickets. But as I said, this does seem to be an American thing. I don't quite know why. Why fake it till you make it? Just admit that a event was a flop. That's all you got. I mean, it would save you a lot of money, wouldn't it? Or, well, there again, essentially not. I mean, if you're not getting any ticket sales, why not let people in for free, right? But anyway, it is what it is. Drop your thoughts below about it. Click thumbs up, subscribe. Catch you all on the next video.